What the heck? Also, why is my audio so weird now? Hold on, I gotta fix a few things. And let me turn that down. Lambo Ghost, I know, right? I think this is quieter. Okay. I know I adjusted the gain on my mic, so I might be louder. Lambo died. Wait, hold on. I was trying to do something fancy with like vertical streaming. Clearly that didn't do shit. All right, let me go into studio mode. Where is my... Disable this filter. There we go. Problem solved. Probably. What kind of Lambo was he as a ghost? Super ghost. No fast tools for you. All right. I know I made adjustments to the audio, so my mic should be louder? Question mark. So you guys may need to adjust things accordingly. Let me know if there's anything that is weird with the audio or otherwise, and I will attempt to fix it. I've been getting really fed up with the audio just in general lately, so I've been kind of like, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow everything up, or at the very least create a new profile in OBS and see if that works. Also, I am not running the Tangia overlay on my main monitor right now because it'd be nice to not have to see the Tangia dungeon blocking my view. And like, truth be told, the main reason for the Tangia or for the Tangia overlay is so that you guys can like, I don't know, try to like jump scare me or have things pop up so that I can see directly. But I'll just blow up the preview window so I can see exactly what you guys see, including any like Tangia or blurb redeems a little bit more reliably, as opposed to it being in this small window that I can barely see. Right. Let me see. Where's the beginning of this stream? Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. I think I found it. Here we go. Foul was first. Planet Persei was not last. Tinkerlilo's almost last. And then we had some chaos, some more Tangia dungeon spawns, more chaos, some more fishing, some even more chaos, and even more Tangia dungeon stuff. How is Chant doing today? I did mention that I am going to be disabling and have been disabling some of the channel point rewards. A lot of the more popular ones I'm keeping, I won't even mess with. But for the most part, I am obviously gonna start doing a mass cleanup. I'm hoping to like, I don't know, streamline things nicer. Hopefully, someday. Too bad I'll still use the. Ow! What the fuck? Rude. Thanks, Val.
Finally awake.
We are finally awake. All right, I'm back. Thank you for that. I guess. I feel like there's issues with the streamer bot chat. I'm missing some messages. It's weird. I do see an Ilex. Hi, Ilex. Where is Ilex in this window? What do you call a crowd of chess players bragging about their wins in hotel lobby? Chestnuts boasting in an open foyer. Oh, I see the problem. Alex's name is like super dark on this background. It was like, what? I can't even see that. Alternate background. Holy crap! Let's not do light mode. Settings. Really? Nope. I'll just have to. It'll just be difficult seeing Alex's name. That'll be fine. I'll be fine. Well, how is Chad doing? I am already ready for the weekend, and the weekend's still a day away. Looks like Lemira did manage to sleep pretty okay last night. As mentioned before, Lemira is currently in her rolling, or as I guess as Fal would put it, escaping phase. So she's been, I guess, navigating how to sleep on her stomach, and that's been a journey. I did manage to get her to actually sleep on her stomach last night, and she slept for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours straight before needing to wake up for a feed. Any news for Canada Day? What do you mean, any news for Canada Day? What's the plan? What's the plan for Canada Day? Sore spent the day scrubbing where the old washing machine was. It was so nasty and layered with years of gunk. Blech. Time to just rip it all up. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? Why are you asking me about news for Canada Day? I don't have any plans for Canada Day. What day is Canada Day like gonna be for stream-wise? That's a Wednesday? I'm not streaming Wednesday. You'll have to rely on Chimera for anything like Canada Day related then in that case. Also, I know that Zam is not streaming tonight for some reason. Apparently, he's been arrested. No, I'm just kidding. He's definitely not. Hasn't been arrested. He's, I guess, buying stuff for his basement, and that apparently has to happen tonight, and not any other time. I don't know. Sam got lazy. I mean, he did do a bonus stream on Monday. We played loot goblining together or whatever. So that's probably his excuse. I need to get the area ready for the new machines that are arriving on Monday. Nice. Are you gonna just keep scrubbing the crap out of it? Is there any more gunk that needs to be like removed from the area? You heard the RCMP took him away for putting stuff in his neighbor's bin. The RCMP does not have any jurisdiction in the city for that. That would probably be local bylaw officers. But I mean, it could be city police, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like the local bylaw officers at best. I imagine they would just give him a fine. I'm kind of just like surprised that Zam doesn't just pile up all his junk in the corner and then just slowly like toss it into his bin every like couple weeks. That would be what I would be doing, because like I don't know, I'm not gonna pay for the extra garbage tags. I certainly am not gonna be throwing my garbage into my neighbor's garbage. It's more fun to say the RCMP took him away. I guess that's fair. I got it all off. Took 5 to 6 hours of scrubbing, but the tile is now clean. That's good. That is excellent. So I'm not terribly sure what video game I'm going to be playing tonight. I figured I would hang out for the beginning here and just chatting, and then we would, I don't know, talk it over.
Nut.
Talk it over and nut. No, we're not gonna nut. Talk it over and see what vibes I'm getting. There's a new event going in JFL 2, but I've already done most of the like dailies and stuff out of it. All I have left to do are basically just the main event story, so I'll poke at that in my off time. As for video games, though, I feel like I might have. Let's see, which one am I poking at? I could potentially poke at the Wandering Village. I know that Fal has expressed an interest in me playing that. There are a couple other options as well. I know that Reboyo bought me a bunch of games. And there's also like a new game that I saw on sale for like dirt cheap called Barony. I think it's like a dungeon crawl type game, which is, has potential. There's also Wizard with a Gun, No Time to Explain, Broforce. I could maybe continue playing some Gacha Capsule Shop Simulator. You like the new room on the Elmo? The dressing room. And I put dressing as a with air quotes. I'm shocked Zam never filled your garbage can up. We live too far away from each other to just conveniently drive over and put garbage in my bin. And I would know immediately that it was him, and I would probably drive it back and dump it back over onto his property because I am petty like that. Summer sale Steam. Yes. I should be checking my bins in case he tries to fill your bins. Yes. I feel like he wouldn't. He's probably just as lazy as I am and probably wouldn't go that far. At least I wouldn't expect him to. I just noticed that Rift Breaker is in my library and also has a very similar title card to Helldivers. What other games do I have? I could technically play Yakuza 3 and Dark Ties, but I don't know if I want to jump into it yet. We never did finish Librarian, tidy up the arcane library, but I feel like it's kind of an off-stream thing where I just kind of want to mess around with it on my own time. I did pick up Until Then. I think that's more of a story-based game. And what else do we have? There's a whole bunch of games. Hi, Porl. Everybody, Porl is here. There's also Crime Scene Cleaner. I picked that up a while back. I have so many games. I have so many games. And I'm sure that, like, the list that Fowl got to look at to pick, like, the replacement games for Chimera isn't even fully complete. Mostly in the sense that I had to clean it up a bit. Hi, friends. Hello, Porl. How you doing? I'm also debating whether or not I want to, in the near future, continue with my multi-stream journey and tacking on like a few other platforms. But like, the only other platform left would be TikTok. And I don't think I would want to stream to Twitter. You like all the removes? I don't know what that is. I don't know what you mean by that. At what point did I pick up Marvel Rivals in my library? I do have another Crab's Treasure, which I think Troublekins bought for me a long while back as well. So I have no shortage of video games to play. It's just a question of what I feel like. And I know I never finished Metaphor either. That's gonna be a journey and a half. So many games, chat. Also, did Supermarket Simulator? Wait, oh, that's Supermarket Simulator that has a new like title card too. RCMP picked up Zam for bin tampering, so I'm here tonight. Yes, Zam has been arrested and he is now in jail 5 ever, or not. I think he's actually going to Home Depot to go do shopping for more basement stuff because he's in need of basement stuff. I also have Terror at Hokart. There's so many games. Why are there so many games, chat? Why can't I just have like a time machine that lets me play all the video games ever and not have to work? What if I was paid to play video games? Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh wait, that's technically what we're doing right now, isn't it? What if I was paid more to play video games? Home Depot jail, I know, right? Need to hit IKEA next week for bookcases and shelving. You need all the bookcases. Are you gonna use you need to buy specific like actual proper bookcases? You're gonna convert like Calixes or something. I guess my issue with Calixes though, they're not really great for books. It's great for like stuff, just stuff. Let's see, featured deep discounts. The Quarry's on sale for $8. Wreckfest, Black Desert. Definitely not playing that. Dragon Ball, Plague Inc. Barony was on sale for $2.59, which is a reason why I got it. Bendy and the Dark Revival, I have that. Be Invincible. Far Cry 4. I have an upsetting number of Billy shells in your house. How many Billy shells do we have? I think we have like one. Or had one. I don't know what happened to it. We have a bunch of Billy. No, we used to have a couple of Billy bookcases. I don't know where they are, though. I'm gonna buy their Billy bookcase and PAX cabinet as a pantry. Ooh, a PAX cabinet as pantry, pretty good. Pretty solid. We did some minor shuffling of stuff in our kitchen. We had like little tables sitting in the corner that we placed like the portable dishwasher on because that's what we use for like washing all of Lemires like bottles and stuff, and like the pump and whatever everything that goes into that thing. But the position for that table kind of sucked as it made like the kitchen area kind of cramped. So we condensed everything onto one of our other IKEA shelves on the other wall, and I moved that table back to over top of Maui's crate in the living room. So now the kitchen is extraordinarily empty because we also took like the kitchen table, like the dining table, and smooshed it up against the island. So we need to either replace that table or find a new arrangement for it. So that's kind of where we're at. Gonna wrap your den with Billy bookcases. Ooh. I have 4 in my office. I think my husband has another 4 in his office. So you have 8 Billy bookcases. How many like? I think we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 5 Cadillac shelves in this entire house. Kind of surprised we don't have more. Wouldn't surprise me if we got a few more just cuz. Oh, hi, Sushi. Imagine seeing you today. Imagine. And for those that missed it, Chimera does plan on possibly doing a once a month repo day stream. So I don't know when exactly she's gonna do that, but I guess plan for it. They're full of surprises. I would get more if I physically had room in my office. Clearly, you need to dig your office down. Then you'll have even more room, Alex. All over today. Just seeing him everywhere. Just posted pics of the new place along with all the boxes that you were working on. Ooh, hold on. How am I getting tagged in this V Canada Discord? Game day planning. I can't ignore that. That's not important to me. 0 importance to me. I see the picture of like your, I'm gonna assume kitchen area is the first picture, Foul. And it reminds me of Zam's kitchen for some reason. I don't know why. It just does. It's funny about that. At some point in the past, someone dug a secret room under your house where the crawl space is dug out enough to stand up in. That's weird. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego's your jam? For like 30 years. It is a good song. I want to watch that again. Do I just show this on stream? This is Fal's house, everybody. We all know where you live. No, we don't. We know what your house looks like. It looks like it has a lot of stuff in it. I guess that's the, is that a fridge? Is that the old washer dryer? We got the fridge. Oh, I guess it's like right next to the kitchen, huh? Fal confirmed hoarder in training. Hi, Schmookle. So many boxes. Nice long stairwell. That kind of reminds me of like, oh, I see like the electrical panel right there too. Interesting spot for it. They're just gonna get a stacking washing machine and dryer, and gonna put the packs on the other side. That's probably a good idea. I know we ended up stacking our washer dryer, even though they're not they're not specifically a stacking unit. They have they're just full size washer dryers, but there's a stacking like attachment that you can put the dryer on top of the washer because they're front loaded. So that's what we ended up doing. So we have all this extra space to the side of the washer dryer for like storing all of our, I don't know, laundry stuff. Fragile, whatever that is, fragile. Appears to be some sort of folding table or just a table. I thought that was like a bed frame for a second. That's the bed frame. That's pretty neat. Everything is too nice to be hoarded. You can see the ground, therefore you can't be a hoarder. How's things going, Schmookle? All right. Let's go back over here. Hi, Scarecrow. You want one of those all-in-one washer and dryer units, so you just push one button on your way out the door in the morning and it's ready to get put away when you are back from work. My only gripe with those all-in-one washer dryer units is that they suck. as in like the washing function is fine, but the dryer function is the worst thing in the world. You're basically doing the dryer like you have to dry the clothes like for, I don't know, an extra 4 or 5 runs. It's so bad. It just does not dry. We tried some industrial all-in-one washer dryer units while we were in where were we? In Hiroshima at the hotel that we were at, and I had to like run our items through like 4 times. It was like an extra like 2 hours of drying, and they were still kind of damp. Their heat pump dryers is a bit different than a standard dryer. They still sucked. I made sure the stacking units weren't one unit. Otherwise, if one broke, you'd have to replace both. That would be unfortunate. I don't know. Maybe the technology has changed a bit since like the ones that I saw. That would be a broken dryer. They were definitely weren't designed for, I don't know, maybe like the heavy usage that they were seeing. Simply because like there was like some sort of like integration to see like, you know, how far along they are and how much time, so you can run down and like go swap them out. They were constantly running. Every single machine was constantly running. I had to basically I waited there for like 3 hours, like forever. And then when a few machines were finally free, I took over 2 machines and I split up all my laundry to like smaller batches to just maximize the drying time and like the dryability, and that was still barely enough. Yikes forever. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe my experience with the all-in-one washer dryer units have just been tainted 5 ever. So that's my my rant against them. I kept adding water to your load when you weren't looking. You weren't in Japan. You were still waiting, like, you know, I don't know, outside your house for a plane to fly over and pick you up. There was no way you went there to make and add water to the washer, to the dryer. And also, it looks like Fal has shared some food with us. Hold on, I want to see this. Delicious lettuce wraps with scrambled eggs with paprika, garlic, caramelized diced onion with browned white mushroom slices. Topped with tomato and thin sliced green onion. That looks healthy and tasty. Look at that. Look how healthy and tasty that is. What do we have today? We had salmon bake. We had salmon bake for dinner. It was good. We got it from Costco. They changed out their packaging, and I think they added more filler, but it was still okay. We also had like these, what are they? Little cakes. I think I had a strawberry. Chimera's gonna have like a little hazelnut cake. Also pretty tasty. Heat pumps are very efficient, but not for large dryer loads. They weren't that large. Like, I mean, like, we had a decent amount of clothes, but it wasn't like super packed full. But yeah, I think efficiency is probably not what you're really aiming for when it comes to like the constant usage that you would see in a hotel scenario. It's kind of like you at this point you might as well just go for like the large proper industrial units, but which with the amount of space that they had,
Pearl
I would expect that.
Looks like you mastered the art of productive
Ooh.
persuasion. Congrats
Poral's
on the title.
employee of the
Trophy
day.
emoji, party popper emoji.
All right, let's make Poral the employee of the day. If I can figure out where your image is, there it is. Very good. Good job, Poral. You found a new way to make mushrooms that really works. What's your method of making mushrooms that work? For hotel, it sounds suboptimal for 2 adults running clothes every other day, so it does make sense for you. Yes, I will agree that like for just this regular household running laundry like semi-frequently with like maybe not a like a smaller or medium-sized laundry load, it'd probably be fine. But when you're just like needing to wash and dry like a large amount of clothes because you've been on a trip for a few days and you finally had access to a washer dryer, no. But yeah, if you're doing just like multiple small batches, definitely probably okay. Ow. Finally charged up my mouse. It actually died. Mouse finally died. Ha, got him. Imagine washing a comforter. Well, the comfort be washed, it just would never be dry. Dry bedding, dry sheets, that's overrated. We don't need that around here. It needs to be damp. Damp and moist. Take like a 1/4 inch of water, 6 millimeter, bring it to a boil and put your sliced or quartered mushrooms in. Let the water boil away and then add oil and brown. Use a lot less oil in the water, forces the mushrooms to expel all their water, and makes for a much more even browning. It's probably better than the way we do it. We just slice all of our mushrooms and then just chuck it into whatever sauce we have and hope that it absorbs the flavor. A wet blanket, just like your personality, Mr. Sheep. Well, you're the one that's here watching me, so what does that tell you about yourself? Take like 1/4 inch of water. Wait. Oh, okay. I see what that's our new sushi has I guess converted that to a copy pasta.
Bring it
Perfect.
to a boil and put your sliced or quartered mushrooms in. Let the water boil away and then add oil and brown. Uses a lot less oil and water forces the mushrooms to expel all their water and makes for a much more even browning.
I don't know how you guys are, but I like overbuy butter. Whenever it's on sale, I'll grab 2. And then I have some in the fridge and a couple in the freezer usually. I wanted to make mac and cheese for lunch, and luckily, before I got very far, I realized I was totally out. It was so sad. Also, luckily, I just bought some. Yay on sale, and also all dressed potato chips are on sale. Everything happens for a reason. Amazing. Set it on TikTok and works well to steam them like that. Tried it recently too. I have like a whole bunch of TikTok recipes I need to try. I need to also get through the strawberry jam that I have left in the fridge and maybe turn it into ice cream. I feel like that would probably be really good ice cream. Just gotta add like a little bit of milk, maybe some yogurt, and then boom, super strawberry ice cream. Oh, hey, platypus. Ugh, what are we ugging about? Ice cream? Strawberries? Oh, heck, I need to eat apple butter. You need to eat apple butter? It must be urgent. Thanks for reminding me. So tired. I see. Well, hopefully you have a chance to rest. I assume you had a nice busy day at work. Maybe not nice. Maybe nice isn't the word that we're looking for here. You still have it? Uh-oh. Fired. Imagine not eating the apple butter. You guys are making me hungry. This is what we do. We talk about food quite a bit. We do enjoy some of that food. Hasn't even been open yet. You need more apple butter. It was delicious. Hey, Maui. I see his butt. He's like standing outside the door. So I'd like to make apple butter pie maybe this weekend. I don't think we have any plans this weekend. Tamir and I were just like looking at each other like earlier today. We're just like, did we do anything today on Saturday? I think we do actually have plans this Saturday. We originally didn't have plans. Now we're going over to her parents' house for dinner or lunch sometime in the afternoon. We're going over there on Saturday. I think a big factor was like, she was like, check the weather and see if it's like super hot because they don't have AC at their house. So anytime we go, it just like we're just melting and it sucks for like calming the mirror down. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay. Supposed to have a double header tonight, but it rained too much, so you're still home. Not the rain. Now you get to be lazy. You guys got it too. Just think of donuts and your will be fine dipped in chocolate. What? You saw a chimera shadow? Yes, she popped over to inform me what's going on. Also, there's chimera right there. Haha, lamb bop. Once again, Planet, your ability to type is very impressive. We'll leave it at that. Very impressive. So we got a new roof yesterday, and our shingles were warranted against 3-inch diameter hail. Tonight we're supposed to get up to 4-inch diameter hail. Just when, well, I mean, when it gets damaged, you just be like, it was 3-inch hail, smile. It was clearly 3-inch hail, not 4-inch. Parental visit is for lunch. Well, now I know. You are struggling, Dio. You are struggling. You have a lot going on. Do you, Planet? Or are you just being distracted because you're like trying to beat my high score in Nikkei? I swear, if anybody beats my high score in Nikkei's minigame, I am not gonna bother at this point. It's such a difficult score to get. And I know that there's people with like even higher score, and I'm just like, no, fuck it. What do they do? Measure the ice that fell from the sky to your exact location? They were probably gonna be like based on the weather forecast and reports that we've seen for your area, we're gonna have to say that it was a 4-inch hail, and they'll be like, well, I will actually, and then they'll just be nerds about it. You got Heartbeat's second draw. I got Heartbeat a whole bunch of times. I think I got her to V3, maybe V3 or V4. Mostly because I had like 200 some odd access permission tickets to use. They track it across the region, yes, surprisingly. Basically what Lambo said. Yeah. Insurance companies, they'll do anything to not have to pay out. Because they're not gonna come out and measure shit. They're gonna be like, well, the weather report said today was 4-inch hail, so we're gonna have to go by the weather report. Good roll, foul. Insurance companies can suck a fart. Agreed. They can suck 2 farts even. I know I can try to beat this score Lambo, but I'm at odds because of the free gift. I don't think I want to. Because of the free gift? What free gift? Indeed, insurance is a scam. Second 100 today. Fancy. Maybe I'll jump into the Wandering Village. Also, seeing Chimera play Dredge last night, I was like, part of me wants to reinstall it on my Steam Deck just to play it again. I'm like, a little bit of nostalgia. Kind of want to play a video game again. but I'm not gonna. It's too much work. I want to see what you think of it. Yeah. I did pre-install it, so we can jump into it pretty quickly. We'll hang out for a little bit longer, just chatting before we do switch over. You're getting a Steam machine, Lamber? There's a big part of me that wants to, but I can't justify the price. It is like, because of like the exchange rate, it's like $1,500 Canadian. I can't justify that. If it was like 1,000 for like, I don't know, like the base model, and then like 1,500 for like the proper like larger 2 TB model with the controller, I'd be like, okay, maybe, but I can't justify that at all. There is a small possibility it might be worth doing if I need to, for example, like get a gaming PC replacement. The Steam Steam machine might work for that. Hi, Jay Walker. How's it going, buddy? I got the Steamy vacancy outfit on the first draw. I got it on the second 10 pull. I think Firestorm got it pretty quickly too. I feel like the Steamy vacancy outfit like is an easy pull for most people. Everybody wants the Lorelei outfit though, for reasons. Sadly, they're pricey for a living room PC. Like, I understand why it's pricey. The pricing and everything for like if you do like go to PC Park Picker and then you look at like prices of like all the comparable parts, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's about what you get if you build it yourself. The exception, of course, is that Valve has like tuned the machine to work with their games, to basically just work with most games out of the box, and that's tough to get, especially with the whole like Bluetooth plug and play, like the machine turning on your computer. You'd have to do all that sort of stuff on top of that, and that adds to cost. So I understand why it's priced the way it is. I just kind of wish it was cheaper. What reasons? The GFL2 new doll is hot. There you go. Jay Walker, thank you for the 7-stream streak. You understand too, AI and orangutan, still pricey though. Yeah, and they're not, and of course Valve isn't going to subsidize their hardware. So maybe it means in the future when prices go down, if they ever go down, they'll never go down. The Steam Machine 2 might be a worthy purchase. I kind of hope that like they do well, mostly in the sense that like a sequel or a follow-up machine might be worth getting. Once the AI bubble pops, PC prices should come down. Yeah, we only hope. AI has ruined so many things. Pricing is definitely one of them. No, Steam doesn't want you to buy the Steam machine. They don't want me to buy the Steam machine. All the things. Ruined everything. Everything. Heck. Anyways, I hope everybody's okay with the audio levels so far. I think I turned the music up a smidge, so it should be hearable. I did try to increase the gain of my microphone audio. It might be around the same. It might be a slightly louder. I know Roboyo always complained about it. AI ruined your marriage. Damn. Is it because your partner could load up hotter versions of you via AI? Mic is good. Excellent. Most of my audio sources I did kind of touch upon when I did a refresh. No, you hated that movie. So I'm hoping most things are going to work. One thing I noticed when we did our Loot Goblin Together stream with Zam is that for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because like we didn't use Stream Together, I didn't record any of his stuff, any of his voices, or even the game for that matter, for that entire like stream. So when I went back to like do my video editing to like pull together some clips, I was a little annoyed. I had to actually go into to grab like clips from him and his VOD to make it work. So thankfully, his audio is good. Which is kind of what's like made me decide to start nuking things. And of course, if I ever get my model updates, I'll start poking at my VTuber model redeems as well. I know I've disabled a bunch of stuff, so we'll see what I end up keeping or what I end up getting rid of. D100s will always be here to stay. I may or may not make a modification to whatever sound effects we have. If only I could have like a heat map of like what gets used often. I might just start disabling things that I haven't even seen in a while. Steam wants you to install Steam OS on your own build. They released it for install for free. I might consider doing that. We'll see. I'm just curious how well it would work just on like just a random Linux laptop. Remember, every time you're mean to me, I delay the model 6 months. What do you like? What do you like, Gabe? And Half-Life 3. We didn't say that last time? Imagine you're just talking with Ramune, just being like, I want Lambo to not have his model for another 12 months because he was a jerk this one time. Sigh. I'm not even gonna message her anymore. I'm just gonna be like, whatever. Whatever. You are Ramune? No, you're not. You are not. You don't even spell it right. Not the artist, the drink. You also wish you were Ramune, the drink. Also, another sad time. I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl Book 6. So now I'm very into the beginning of Book 7. Which means that it won't be long before I'm in Book 8, and then I'm caught up with everybody else. So it's gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to have to wait. But I also don't want to wait to read to listen to the audiobook and get through the story because it's so good. She doesn't stream anymore, so she should have more time to art. So because of, well, she should have more time to art, but I feel like because it's been a whole bunch of like life events happening to her, is partly why she hasn't been able to kind of work through art stuff. Which is fair. I totally get it. I just kind of wish she would give more updates. From a professional standpoint, I have a good working relationship with Ramune because she's done so many of my models. I just wish that she would be a little bit more on top of like giving updates. Like, yeah, okay, life event, things happened. Okay, sure, take your time. But I shouldn't have to be, as the client, chasing you for information. Life happens. Sometimes it stinks when it affects you. Yes, and I agree. It sucks when it does happen. And but for if you are selling your artistic services for model art or rigging or whatever, we shouldn't have as a client we shouldn't have to chase you down for updates. Just like a simple, okay, things happen. I'm gonna try to reach out in, I don't know, X number of weeks when things cool off or chill out or whatever. Then yeah, sure, wonderful. Thanks for letting me know. Not me sitting here in the dark going, is she alive? Are things okay? Do I need to worry? So no hate on her, no hate on anything. It's just as someone who is waiting for stuff very patiently, I might add. I'm starting to become impatient because I've been waiting for so long. Well, I already got your money, so you get it when you get it. Yeah, exactly. Worry hard. Sigh. I hope she is well and can make progress soon. I agree. I hope that is the case as well. You can always ask Maple Cat. She makes things as well. I think Maple Cat mostly does drawings. I don't know if she does any rigging. And I know that once Ramune gets through her backlog, which is not a small backlog of projects, by the way. She will not likely be pursuing any more rigging. Certainly not full time. I think she's going to be going back to work. She needs to have one of those sites to tell you what the artist is currently working on and where they are in line. Like a Trello. Hey, so about that, she has one. And she doesn't update it by very much. She updates it like once every like other month. I think the last time she updated it was like late May. So yeah. Every now and then I'll like poke at it and like I'll look at the queue and be like, yep, I'm right there. Top of the queue. And then I die again of just, you know, I die waiting. I turn into skeleton. That's what I mean in Oive. Can always ask Fiverr. Definitely not. Fiverr was fine back in the day, but now in the world of AI, I would absolutely not recommend anybody go to Fiverr. Like unless you already have like a working relationship or you know an artist or you know seller of whatever product or project that is I don't know, well reviewed, reliable, it would probably be a bad idea. Oh yeah, hacking AI. I know, right? You ask for like maybe like a short sound clip or music or art or emotes or whatever on Fiverr, like I don't think they have any sort of like real policies against AI. Whereas like VGen, I think at least has like a promise or a policy that like where like they're very much not or very much anti AI. So like if you do run into the issue of like artists selling stuff with AI, you can at least kind of get your money back. Assuming you can prove it. I don't know. Again, it's AI ruining everything. Everything. All right. I think that's enough ranting about AI and junk. We are, like I said, we're gonna play some Wandering Village.
Zerixro says HECC. Zerixro is going all rebel on us. Angry face emoji.
Angry
Smiley
face emoji.
face emoji.
The best part is we use AI here. Lambie is AI. What was the stream that I was looking at the other day? It was oh, hi Dex. It is a Maui. I think the streamer was called Vigi, and she has a little sidekick, but it's not AI powered. I think it's actually like maybe her partner or husband or whoever doing or maybe a friend, just doing the voices for the sidekick, and they do it so well. It's just like a little robot like pal that they would have like talking with them while they're playing video games. It's if only like we had something like that. Or maybe we need something like that for Chimera. It could just be like a little robot friend for Chimera. You need some milk. You don't get any milk. We're out of milk. All right, I'm turning down the audio for a smidge, so when I launch the Wandering Village, it doesn't make me deaf. You could voice it. Could you though? Could you though? Awesome-o. Yeah, make me some goddamn money. As long as it only needs 2 lines and anyone can be and one can be a fart. No. Hey, come on and let me tell you about my robot friend. I guess it doesn't have to be a robot friend. Oh, wait, hold on. Pause the music. It has an intro. Oh, I clicked out of the intro. The Wandering Village. What do I want for a title? You were watching that? Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad for you. I have to make some adjustments to the audio. Last time I played a city builder was probably 20 years ago. Settings. Audio. Wishlist the DLC now. The Wandering Village, The Last Leviathan. Cool.
Dex_Panda, truth is, Lambo's the one with buttons, but I'm the one with the fluff and sass, personal computer emoji, cheap emoji.
It was a whole intro anime thing. Well, we missed out on it. Let's hit the credits. The credits have it? No, that's just the credits. That's fine. New game, story mode, challenge mode, sandbox mode. We probably want to go into story mode. Go on an epic journey with your Anbu and discover the source of the infestation. A great starting point with an optional tutorial. Select a difficulty level. Tutorial. The village elder shows you the ropes of how to take care of your settlement. After initially guided experience, this mode transitions seamlessly into a playthrough on normal difficulty. I recommend for first-time players. Normal, play at your own pace. A growing village will lead to more challenges, but there's no pressure to progress. Hard mode. Use resources to survive and keep Anbu healthy. The needs of your villagers will grow over time, and Anbu will gradually venture deeper into infested territory. Focus on survival. Tutorial is definitely needed. Okay. Oscar, you should be glad you've been talking to you since you have apple butter left. Exclamation mark join, all caps. Do you know if there's a guide for the new cooking element in GFL 2? I don't know yet, Fal. I feel like it might be too new for there to be a guide. And I haven't even touched the cooking stuff yet. Mostly just been doing everything else. Alright, let's jump into the tutorial mode. Your Anbu looks just like the old legend said they would, capable of carrying a village on its back. Its massive earthen body embodies the spirit of the earth and suggests warmth and safety. Indigon. Anbu reminds you of Indigon, a mythical creature whose legends were told in folk tales in the north, made of sodalite. Traces of phosphorus on his body glows a soft green, and it embodies wisdom and tranquility.
Jason, full stop. Lambo's
Hi, Jason.
He's trying to speedrun life and failing epically. Nerd face emoji, video game emoji.
So basically, we want green or blue. Oh, hi, Jason. Fancy seeing you here. Everybody exclamation mark X to Jason. Lambo's a nerd because he's trying to speedrun life and failing epically. I mean, speedrunning life is probably bad. Sup, nerds. Riot. Let's go with... We'll just stick with his default name. That's how you, Jason?
Jason, full stop. Pearl Worlds wants to remind you that you're unofficially crowned the Stimky Boy. Nose emoji, playful face emoji. Pearl Worlds made it official, Jason.
Music is really loud.
Prepare to wear that Stimky crown with pride, crown emoji, smiley face emoji.
Also, we have a 3-minute ad break in progress, so we might want to wait a moment before we actually get started. Pearl World made it official, Jason. Prepare to wear that Stimky crown with pride.
The Jason full stop. Sounds like Pearl's been promoted to
so
Stimky Priestess.
Holy shit.
But I guess the Stimky Boy title's still yours. Smiley face emoji, crown emoji.
It's like decent volume, and then the I don't know. Music just gets really loud. Okay, story tutorial. We'll pick Indigon. Twitch. Save. Sounds like Pearl's been promoted to Stimky Princess, but I guess the Stimky Boy title's still yours. Yeah, they brought back butt battles. Yeah, Voimastina is surprisingly a difficult butt battler. Took me a few tries. We found an Anbu. What month is it? Feels like my life has flew by after Spring Little League. It is June. End of June. You seem a little bit old for Little League. Elder Waltrod. Ah, there you are. Good to see you, my friend. Elder Theodore. After all the years we've traveled, all the hardships we've endured together, who would have thought that we'd run into an Anbu of all things? Don't judge my life. Not too old to coach it because Spawn wanted to do it. It's truly amazing, isn't it, dear? We might be the first humans to have seen one in a couple hundred years. But the poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I thought that Anbu slept underground, but the poisoning of the soil must have woken it up. I wonder if it could even sustain itself up here on the surface. But if we take care of it, it might take care of us in turn. But if push comes to shove, we might have to prioritize our own well-being in order to survive. So that is the decision that we would like to pass to you, random person. We may have led our people here, but I think this is a good opportunity for someone new to take over. To ease the transition, I could teach you a little of what I've learned. Tutor you even. A tutorial, so to say. What do you think? You can wear that now? Or you can wear that now with her. Oh, there we go. Finally big enough to be sitting in that carrier. You want me to clip that in? Hold on. Hi. Hello. Happy smile. Lemira can finally fit in one of the carriers that we bought, or not bought, that we got for the baby registry. And Chimera is trying it out because it is much more breathable than the other carrier that we have. What is it about babies that turn adults into blabbering fools? Because they're adorable. Especially our own baby. Don't judge my life. I was hitting home runs left and right. Little League being over just means softball is about to ramp up. Fairness was the wee ones need someone to be in charge. Just have a bunch of kids running around. I got duped into it. I signed up to be an assistant because of work stuff. But the coach apparently signed up for the wrong age group, so I got a call like 3 hours before the coaching meeting. If I didn't do it, they would disband the team. That's rude. That's rough. I think like getting tricked into taking on more than you bargained for. Yeah, it's one thing to be an assistant. It's a whole other thing to be a coach. Do you get an assistant? Let's see. What do you think? Oh my god, I have to read. The tutorials that appear here will teach you everything you need to know, but if you ever want to double check something or read about it in greater detail, you can always consult the Elder Notebook. Open it by clicking this tutorial with the book button in the top right corner of the screen, or by pressing C on your keyboard to open the Elder's Notebook. There's Twitch integration? Cuteness aggression is max for our own child, exactly. No, I didn't see Twitch integration. I can try looking at that. Give me a moment here. Open the Elder's Notebook. Done. Okay. How do we turn on Twitch integration? There it is. Connect to Twitch. Authorize. Login complete. Villagers get names from chat, and chat decides Onbu's movement. All right, cool. You guys have, I should probably change that. Twitch integration enabled. I think we just become people and there's some voting decisions. Yay, chat can make poor decisions. I always go to the desert. Awesome. All right, move the camera by holding or dragging with your mouse. You can also use WASD. Pause the game or adjust its speed with the pause button on the right side of the top bar. Pause the game with the pause button. Set the speed to 4 times. Okay, we'll pause it for now. And we can set to 4 times speed. And then we pause it again. Spaces pause as well. Zoom in and out with the I guess wheel, or click the 3 large widgets in the center of the top bar to switch between the 3 different views. Ooh. Village view, Onbu view, world view. Cool. I always go to the desert. Isn't everything a desert? Place 2 wood cutting camps near trees. This will give you a steady supply of wood and clear space for new buildings. To construct buildings, open the building menu at the bottom of the screen or press B on your keyboard. The wood cutting camp can be found in the resources category. Build 2 wood cutting camps near trees. Hold shift when placing a building to keep it selected. So I want the wood cutting camp. I just cram the tree over there. And you over here. There you go. Eventually, Lambo will notice the difference between desert and desert. Always go to the desert. Always go to the desert. He made the correction eventually. No, always go to the desert. Way tastier than the desert. What it doesn't say is that Q and E are localized. Zoom in and out. Hello. It like kind of works. Like it works to zoom out, but then you can't zoom back in with E. It's weird. Hello? See, typing is rough, Dio. I'm not the only one. If you watch Taskmaster AU, I don't, but saw a short for it. There's a task where they had to build a desert. Build a desert? What the frick? Alright. Notice that no one works at the woodcutting camps yet. Currently, all your villagers are free workers ready to perform general tasks such as construction. Select the woodcutting camps to open their detail windows where you can assign workers to them. Assign 2 workers to each of your woodcutting camps. Add worker. Stone is another important construction resource. Build a mining camp next to some of the rocks on Onbu's back. Place a mining camp near the rocks. We need a mining camp. Oh, these are the rocks. Those are not rocks. Cool. Wait, can I undo this one real quick? In range, 13, 11. I guess I'll have to do. They were given dessert items, cakes, ice cream, gummy leaves, and had to make a desert. You're basically caught up on Taskmaster UK, so you should watch AU. I've only seen a few clips of Taskmaster here and there. You prefer the original UK, you think you tried watching New Zealand one, you didn't like it, so you decided to not look at the others. Assign 2 workers to your mining camp. Oh, right. How many did they ask for? Did I build too many mining camps? Storage. All these resources will require some sort of storage. Build a material storage to store a variety of resources. It can be found in the storage category in the building menu. Construct a material storage. Storage? Material storage. Do I just cram it somewhere in the middle, or do I put it somewhere close by? And let's put it somewhere between these two, just to make it easier. Increase the game speed to 2 to 3 times for them to do stuff faster. For it was the host, Greg really makes a show for me. Guess we have to wait until we get some storage built. Anbu sleeps. Good job, Anbu. You do that. I guess it needs more materials. So we don't have a lot of materials. We have like some wood, some stone, some tools. Chemistry between Greg and little Alex Horn is impeccable. I don't think I've watched any TV in a while. I need to watch... I still have to watch The Sheep Detectives. I find it funny that the creator of Taskmaster is Alex, the guy that used to do everything. You can't just say the little Alex Horn. You have to say it in all caps. Build the berry gatherer near berry bushes. Assign a worker to your berry gatherer. I assume these are berry bushes. That'll be in the food tab. There's 10 berries in range from here, so we'll just do that. Not enough resources to build the berry gathering site. Best I could do via text was all caps. You have to do a high-pitched sing-song of it. Well, I don't know how to do that, so it won't be me.
Little Alex Horn. Imagine it with all the inflection, drama, and sheepish charm, smiley face emoji,
Imagine it,
because
Lambie certainly won't be repeating it. Do we have any... Is that all the berries we get? Gaining villagers. If your villager happiness is high enough, the village will periodically attract nomads. Once they have arrived, the widget on the top of the screen will light up. Click to accept them into your village. Alright, thanks for the villagers, I guess. And assign a worker. Hecking monotone. Little Alex Hornet. I was gonna say Hornet, but Horn. Yeah, I'm calling him calling in Greg to host was genius, but how am Lamnira a doctor yet? Have you seen the cleaner? I have not seen the cleaner. I'm doing all right. Lamira is not a doctor yet, unfortunately. She is a little behind in that front, but she is learning to roll. Well, not learning. She can roll. It was like, what was it? She didn't ever have that she didn't have like that state where she was like just close to rolling. She was just like able to roll like pretty much right away. As you count being a doctor of drooling, she definitely does a lot of drooling. There's berry bushes all over. Do I not see the berry bushes? I see these ones. Are there more that I just don't see? Maybe they're just hidden. Oh, they're hidden. I see them now. Hidden / in random spots. Hi, Arbo. How's it going? Build a clay gathering camp near clay deposits. Those are clay deposits. Do I have a lot of clay deposits? There's 2 there. There's 3 there. 2 there. Assign 2 workers to your clay gathering camp. So wait, can I just build it on top of some like rocks? Will that ruin the rocks? Drooling, Dr. Drooling, yes. Hey, she has another option or 2. She could be an engineer or lawyer. A doctor, an engineer, or a lawyer. It's true. She could be any of those particular things. You don't mind the rocks out? Okay, that's good. I guess they just prioritize the rock that it's sitting under so that they can clear it out of the way. And then we can assign our workers to that clay gathering camp. Okay, you should focus on this food, BRB. Enjoy the food, Jason. I guess we can speed things up. Is Anbu moving? Yep. Anbu is totally moving. Anbu is currently standing. Air toxicity is none. If Anbu is lying down, ground toxicity would apply. Currently none. Humidity is normal. Temperature is cold. Click on one of the spines. Anbu spike can be harvested, but reduces Anbu trust. Oh, I see. I see. So don't mess with those too much. Or a chef, then she could make delicious meals for mommy and daddy. Maybe. Be careful when building around them. So if I accidentally build like on top of one, I was just gonna try to clear it out. Assign 2 workers to the clay gathering camp. There we go. To build more advanced buildings, you have to research them first. Build a research building, which can be found in the village category in the building menu. It will only work when it's fully staffed. Construct a research building and assign workers to it. Research. Let's stick the research building right in the middle. There's a balloon attached to that tree. Is it supposed to have a balloon? Is it just telling me that that's the active tree that they're working to cut down? Has Pearl gotten Lemire into Juilliard for piano performance yet? Balloon means it's marked for removal. I see. Interesting technology. Where are we going? What is that? Abandoned encampment. Cool. We'll find some resources near that encampment. First audition next week for Lemira. I see Maui's abandoned us again. I think he's upstairs with Chimera. We're in the hallway. What other buildings can we mess with? Berry gatherer, wood cutting. Can't mess with the other ones quite yet. Oh, looks like we have some more nomads. Your village welcomes 2 new settlers. How'd they get on? Do they just like climb the tail and then just slowly made it to us? You're still down here? Oh, I see. I see. He's under my chair. Oh, he is. There he is. Sneak. Hello, Angel. I set the timer a bit higher. There we go. Just have to wait for the construction building to finish completing. I need more clay. Buildings with a red flag. What does it mean with a building has a red flag? No plot assigned, not enough resources available. Long time no see, but that's on me. Hi to you and Chimera. How have you been? Hope you've been doing well. Pile of berries. No plot assigned. Add plot? I don't know what that means. As in, like, wait. Plant and harvest. As in, just add more berries? Lots of where you grow things? Ah. Well, I guess we will put in a bunch. Is there any reason why I shouldn't just, like, max it out? You can click and drag. Plots won't happen outside the square. Oh, I see. Is there any reason why we shouldn't just do this? Gatherers collect berries from nearby bushes and can plant more bushes using berry seeds. More efficient than using free workers. Ah, Angel's last. Good job. Well, you're currently last. So the next person's last. Deconstruct. We don't need to deconstruct it. I will just leave it. There. Assign workers to our research building. We need more workers. You currently don't have any free workers. This means general tasks such as construction will not be completed. Select any building and decrease the amount of workers employed there to turn these workers back into free workers. Have at least one free worker. We could turn down our woodcutting camp. There we go. You like the Lambie hoodie? It's one of my favorite toggles on my model. Especially I can do this. Hi, Izzy. Izzy's here, everybody. Now the research building is finished, research air wells. Click on this button. Oh, the research button. We want to research air wells. Extracts water from the air. Works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. Why are we rioting? Researching costs 25 resources, 25 wood in this case, so make sure to stock up. Once selected, it will take a while for your researchers to finish researching. Moving camps. If any of your woodcutting or mining camps doesn't have access to any more resources, it will raise a warning flag. You can move all camps for free at any time by selecting them using the move building function. Move any camp. Move building function. That's to add workers. Building menu. Have you met us? We are churlish and insubordinate on a good day. I suppose that's true. Farm, plant and harvest various crops. Plots must be placed on grass soil. Estimated research time, 12 hours. Kind of want a water tank. We don't have enough.
Izzy say acre, Lambo, chats rowdy like a pack of
Resources.
sheep on a sugar high. Sheep emoji, party popper emoji.
Water. We need water to make the water tank. So we start with a farm. Some of us border on boorish. Agreed. What is the button to move this thing? It's not the repair tool, is it? Leave the clay areas respawn. Oh, here it is. Mining camp. Who you calling boorish? Alright, back to normal. Lambo's chat's rowdy like a pack of sheep on a sugar high. Really? Construct an air well. Assign a worker to your air well. I need a well of air. Find resources. Food. I guess food makes sense. Do you want it right next to... Let's put it here for now, next to the research area. Wouldn't that be a flock? A flock of sheep in this economy? That's crazy. Wait a minute, what's this thing? Buildings with a red flag, air well. Need an resource to extract water from the air. We now have a farm. We don't have enough water yet to do the whole water tank thing. A horn blower. Used to issue commands to Onbu, which it may or may not follow. Allows you to click on crossroads in the world map and decide which way to go. Sure. We can decide which way, or convince Onbu to go one way or another. Mushrooms. You select it and we'll start when you get enough. We need more water. You'll get there eventually. But for now, researching is happening on that horn. Disable the research building. Setting the amount of workers to 0 has a similar effect. To ensure a steady supply of food, build a farm on grass soil. Construct a farm, assign at least 2 workers to the farm. So hornblower is set. This thing wants us to work on something next. Eat command. Oh, this is for the hornblower. Commands Onbu to eat only works at designated feeding spots. And the sleep command wants carpenter next to make planks from the wood. Let's make the water tank first. Or at least try to focus on the water tank. Part of me is like, I want water. Okay, we want to construct a farm. Where do we want this farm? You can only build it on locations with grass. So like here? Just outside of that horn. So hopefully I don't mess with that. Alright, water tank in progress. Someone wants to talk to you. Who? Elder Waltrod, my friend, have you heard of the rumors going around the village? Some people are growing concerned about a strange pile of rubble they discovered on our Anbu's back. Oh, hi, Chubbлекins. Hello, indeed. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what that is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you at least a bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. Okay. Our goal is to clear the strange rubble at some point. We'll do that later. Nothing to gather in this woodcutting camp, so we shall move it over here. Are those rebreathers that they're wearing? Yes. The world is toxic. I feel like we totally missed the, I think we went past like a village or something and I totally didn't see it. There's a shrine over there. And hardy mushrooms. We'll figure it out later. Alright, we have a farm. We're going to staff it and also put all the stuff around it. Roads can help you structure your village and offer a movement speed bonus for workers traveling on them. They can be found in the village category in the building menu. Construct at least 10 segments of dirt road. This is where I always have difficulty because I'm always like, what am I doing now? Woodcutting camp. Move the camp closer there. Where is the dirt road? Kind of wish I could move this building. It's fine. Let's do this for now. There's like this middle segment that's missing something. If I can build something small, that'll be fine. Okay, we have the water tank, we have the farm. We could get a carpenter. Pantry, store all kinds of food for villagers, 50 of each. Flop house, makeshift housing for up to 30 villagers. Inhabitants are more susceptible to poison due to cramped conditions. Oh, geez, that opens up a lot of stuff if we go that way. Landscaping, learn how to place some basic decorations to increase the attractiveness of adjacent homes. Now let's do a carpenter. We're building a carpenter. We need 10 segments of dirt road. That will get us 10 segments. Alright, roads are done. Well, wood cutting and mining camps are more efficient. You can also manually harvest things when you need accuracy. Use the harvest tool to mark objects for harvesting. Mark at least 3 objects for harvesting. Okay, I marked 1. Material storage. Wood cutting camp. What else should we mark? Carpenter research is complete. Guess we can just keep researching stuff. Let's see. Who are our researchers? We have Lambie, Nightbot, and Ilex are our researchers right now. Jason is currently gathering berries for us. Luigi and Renate are just random people doing tree stuff. Oh no, not Ilex researcher. Is that a bad thing? Do we pick the wrong researcher? When you have multiple open tasks, it might make sense to prioritize some over others. Use the priority tool to assign a priority to open tasks. prioritize any task. Some vegetation, such as mushrooms and herbs, will occasionally grow in small clusters on Anbu's back, so keep an eye out and harvest them. Harvest a wild mushroom. Be quick, as they decay in a short amount of time and leave compost behind. Not the compost. Click and drag with the harvest tool. Yeah, I probably should. Important to keep your villagers happy. The leftmost of the 3 gauges in the center of the top bar. The leftmost of the 3 gauges in the center of the top bar. Oh, there it is. Also provides an overview of your villager's current happiness. Click on the happy face button next to it to study it in detail. Everybody's homeless. Currently, the happiness panel shows that homelessness is making many of your villagers unhappy. One way to increase the villagers' happiness is to provide them with housing by constructing tents. Constructing 5 tents, okay. Start with that for now. Oh, it's taking out the road? I didn't realize that. Wait.
Nut. Nut.
Nut. Are we nutting? Okay, there we go. I mean, Alex is a researcher IRL, but that being a good thing for your colony is yet to be determined. Alex is only going to be researching sus things, probably. Okay, that was me showing my friends. Oh. Showing your friends the ability to nut. Don't know if that's a good thing or not. Okay, we need to build housing eventually. We have more people here. We have research complete. What do we want to work on next? Onbu discipliner. Mycologist. Plants and harvest mushrooms as ingredients for Onbu food. Plants must be placed on dirt soil. Probably a good idea to have mycologist. Foul ruined all the hugs. That's rude. We needed those hugs. Hugs are a rare resource, probably. Low durability. Wood cutting camp is fine. That camp is fine. That's got plenty of rocks nearby. Villagers mostly just need to not be homeless. Hugs are only rare if you're stinky. I don't think I'm stinky. Well, no, Zam's stinky. He refuses to hug anyone. Onbu metabolism. Oh, Onbu's on the move. No hornblower built. Ask him to walk, run, lie down. No doctor, no feeding trebuchet. Got nothing. Onbu walks. Oh, dinosaur. Yeah, we live on top of the dinosaur. Okay, we unlocked the mycologist. We are going to want maybe the eat command. So a dirt plot. That's a dirt plot. So we are going to plop down the mycologist here. I also probably should build that carpenter. Makes wood planks from wood. Wood, please. Sure, that's close to the wood. We're still constructing tents. Eventually. Someday. How much are... Wait, what are we doing for resources?
Welcome, Incor VT and friends.
Incor?
You've just joined the fluffiest party on Twitch. Party popper emoji, cheap emoji.
Hey, welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. Wood for sheep. No, we're not trading wood for sheep. We're certainly not playing that game right now. Incor, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? Thank you for sharing your community with me. We're currently attempting to play The Wandering Village for the first time. This is my very first time playing The Wandering Village. I'm working my way through the tutorial because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hello, fellow Canadian. I see. You're a fellow V Canada member. Awesome. Wait, hold on. Do I make sure I drop you a follow so I can check you out when I have the chance? Yeah, you could trade wood for sheep, but okay, well, I certainly could.
Great work, team.
We're not gonna. Would you rather a wood VTuber or a sheep VTuber? You know what? Don't tell me. My heart will be broken if you tell me. In the meantime, Incor, if you could do me a favor and pick a raid sheepy from the very top of the screen there, I would appreciate it. And then we'll welcome you and your community on in with a raid video. Why not a wooden sheep? I don't know, the personality for a wooden sheep might be a little stiff. Number 2, all right, let's get ourselves a green sheepy. Where are you? Here you are. Why is that not? Oh, I see. That's why it's not working. Dragging it to the wrong thing. Of course, it was carved. All right, here the green sheepy rests upon my head, and we have a raid video. So sit back, relax, and I'll be right back after this. Here's a song to get to know about me. I'll start with my name, my age, my height, my gender identity, and my favorite game. This is where I live now, and this is where I'm from. Here's what I do for work, and what I hope to become. Here's a guilty pleasure and a pet peeve, and something I like, a goal that I hope one day to achieve. And can I ride a bike? My favorite place I've been to, and a place I want to go. My favorite time of year, and my favorite TV show. Here's a random fact you might not guess. Surprise! A thing that brings me joy and brings me stress. I really try to avoid that. I have this many siblings, and that's the size of my shoe. And I hope you like this song, because I would really love to get to know you. Hello, welcome back, Raiders. Hope you guys enjoyed the little raid video there and learned some stuff about me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lambo. I'm a sheep VTuber. Currently stream 2 times a week, every Monday and Thursday. You guys get to see Maui over here in the bottom left corner. He's our adorable 5-year-old corgi. I can't remember how old he is now. He was sitting under my chair, so I had to move the camera. And now he's finally moved back over to his bed. Yeah, also, as for me, I am a variety streamer. I mostly play Yakuza games, but we're kind of taking a long break from that. Also, as a I guess, fairly recent father of a 4-month-old. My own stream schedule is taking a little bit of a hit, so kind of focusing on that as well. And amazing song. Thank you, thank you. Also, Encore, if you do need to de-stream, be sure to take care of yourself. Go do whatever you gotta do. Go rest up, go get food, go take a break, whatever. You're obviously more than welcome to hang out and lurk if you would like. Otherwise, I've got a silly stream. We've got lots of things going on. We have our Maui cam. We have the fishing game in the background. I know some people like to go and jump into the Tangia dungeon, as well as the D100 command. We have a little AI-powered sheepy who sits on my head that you can talk to with the !ask command. I need to go rest up now, but hope you have a great time wandering the village. I very much will. Thank you very much. I hope you had a fantastic evening playing Deltarune. I only know a little bit about the game. I've only watched a few people play it here and there. So, either way, have yourself a fantastic evening. Thank you again for the raid. And we have lots of silly people. Thank you, Sushi, for going 88 miles per hour. I don't know why you're going so fast, though. I've seen a wooden sheep. The curly fur was cute. Of course, it was carved. Suggest wood VTube version to switch to. That sounds like a lot of work. It's like just gonna be like a wooden VTuber or a PNG model, I guess. Also, Inker, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sheep fam. Your high school band director tried to convince us band kids that the singular for sheep is shoop, and wood for shoop became a popular phrase when a bunch of us started doing drunk board game nights in college. Wood for shoop. That sounds like something you would hear from a bunch of drunk band kids. Probably. Oh, hi, Blee. How's it going, buddy? Ow. Foul. Thank you for gifting a sub to Encore. Encore, enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing experience. I did it. I nuked whatever that is on the screen. You nuked Anbu. We're walking here. Don't nuke poor Anbu. All he's doing is just walking. He's just walking. He's being cute. Where have you been? Yeah, Blee, where have you been? Doing Blee stuff? Blee things? I don't know. We're doing all right, though. We have herbs. We need more people. We unlocked the eat command. We could also unlock the sleep command. Not enough resources. What do we need for resources? We need Anbu notes. We don't have any Anbu notes. Can be used to make Anbu listen to commands. Hurts Anbu and its trust in you. We also have the rock trumpet. Mushroom that needs salt to grow turns rock solid when grown and can be harvested for stone. Interesting. Heal shroom. Delicate mushroom grown by mixing soil and herbs. Valuable ingredient for Anbu medicine. Landscaping. Pantry. Stores all kind of food. We need food. We need a pantry. Life has been exhausting. Wait, I've seen this game. Looks neat. It is pretty neat. Foul convinced me to play it. I'm also learning to set up your own bot locally with StreamerBot. Ooh. That shouldn't be too hard. StreamerBot's pretty good once you figure it out. Hardy mushrooms. Well, let's see if Anbu goes for the mushrooms. We're still trying to construct our tents. Maybe we need to reduce the number of resources on the other stuff. Like this mining camp, for example. There we go. Start building tents, damn it. Now you want to play Catan with you online. Never just play Catan. Okay, new villagers have joined. However, some of them are now homeless, which can lower the overall happiness. Build more housing for them. So, makeshift housing for up to 2 villagers offers slight protection from poisonous air. We do love ourselves some poisonous air. Yeah, let's build like 3 more houses. That should be enough. Streamer tech things. All will be Greek to me. I mean, you used to be a YouTuber, Sushi. You probably would have been fine figuring it out. All right, we have a carpenter. that needs a resource? Pantry, flop house, corn plantation, cactus plantation, tomato plantation. We can also research a stonemason. I know all about poisonous air. I am surrounded by like 5 wildfires at the moment. I can barely see the mountains from my house at the moment. Nar. Maybe you need a rebreather, Alex. I'm just trying to think of a few things I want to change up. My brain hasn't wanted to cooperate. Ooh, I mean, you can talk things through. I'm always if you have questions about like what you want to set up, it's always helpful to talk with another, well, with anybody, whether it's another streamer or just someone in general who knows a little bit of that tech stuff. I like talking about tech stuff just in general, so you can always talk to me. Could you rein that shit in, please? What, the air? Okay, back. Help Dad Worlds claim his Kindle book from Father's Day. Just trying to think of a few things. Then I became dad twice over, became a fuddy-duddy. You're over the smoke. Ah, yes. Hecking smoke. It all blows this way from Utah. Clay gathering camp. We don't need that many people waiting on clay not happening, I guess. Material storage, wood cutting camp. I thought we had more clay gathering camps. Did we move the other one or something? Or we only have one. Anbu's hungry. Can we command him to eat? Where are we? Should the game's gonna be like, you need to teach Anbu to eat. A hornblower can be found. Okay, we have. Did we construct it? We did not construct it. Where do we want to put it? Well, it has to go over there because of proximity to Anbu. Max priority. In your region, we had a major warehouse fire, so that was great for air quality. Major warehouse fire. Was that the warehouse that had like the toilet paper or the paper? Can't remember. I remember that being in the news a while back. I don't miss that smoke. Oof. Hey, Governor, looks like the back of Professor Quirrell's head banned fireworks until 5th of July, so we can just burn it down for Pioneer Day. There's a major cold storage facility. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It sounds important, though. Storing cold is probably a good idea. Clear the rubble. We did it. We cleared the rubble. How interesting. It appears to be an ancient structure. Some kind of tower, maybe? What do you make of it, dear? Interesting indeed. In all my years, I've never seen anything quite like it. Or maybe... No, it couldn't be. Either way, it seems to be in remarkably good shape given its age. The foundations are intact, and many of the other parts look usable as well. If we can figure out how they fit together and supplant some of our own resources, we might just be able to repair it. I don't know what we could gain to stand from this. Our resources are limited, and in my opinion, better used elsewhere. But dear, isn't not knowing the exciting part? I think we should do it if we can afford to, but either way, that isn't our decision anymore, is it? Mysterious structure. Repairing this building will start the story. Once it's completed, it can't be deconstructed. Deconstructing it now will unlock its blueprint, allowing you to build it and start the story at a later time. Major cold storage facility, so lots of perishables in there. OAK and lots of coolant. Cold storage is in cryogenic cold storage where they kept frozen dead bodies? Maybe food storage. This place contains some fresh food for Anbu. Anbu is going to stop and eat? Yep. Anbu eats. Technically, bodies could be food. No, they couldn't. Nobody would eat bodies. That's crazy. We should probably build a pantry. farm, air well. Raw resources, carpenter, stonemason, Onbu food, mycologist, hornblower, pantry. The pantry can sit near the farm. Smile. Dang it. No sushi. That's not where they're keeping Walt Disney. Why not? Stores 150 water. Should we wait? Do we have a water tank anywhere? We can just build it next to the water air well. It's not a Soylent Green storage location. Let's hope we don't need one of those. Soylent Green is people. Feeding trebuchet. Can be used to launch food for Onbu to eat and decrease its hunger. Hauling post. Onbuologist. Gathers knowledge about Onbu and creates Onbu notes. What do we need to work on next? What does the game want us to work on next? A kitchen. Makes raw foods such as berries and beets into simple meals with increased quality. I think we need a stonemason to make that a thing. So we also need a stonemason. Should we have the stonemason near the stone? Sure. Walt is under Disneyland, so no sushi. He's in the secret underground bunker. If it's a secret, how do you know, Blee? Maybe Blee is Walt Disney II. He's like a miniature Walt Disney. Like, not his clone or anything. Like, they just, like, shrunk him. And then named him Walt Disney. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, we have a water tank. Yay, us. That be news to you? Well, we all learn interesting things. It's a crossroad. Abandoned encampment. Nomads. Northeast. Chat, we're gonna vote. Are we gonna vote to say yes or no to going northeast? It's a Twitch poll, apparently. I don't know how that works. I have zero idea how this works. Did you just say yes? That's already a no. Okay, 50-50. Oh, so you just say yes or no in chat. Alex says that we're going to the abandoned encampment. Maybe. Maybe it's not a vote. Okay, we're going northeast. The question is, oh, Onbu did turn. How nice. I think the path doesn't change in the slightest. Coral is smart and paying attention. Coral is pretty smart. Southeast would have let you pick up people. I noticed, but I also wanted to investigate them. Wait, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. We're gonna go that way simply because we can. Give Onbu any horn command. Walk. Onbu's like, I'm already walking, damn it. Onbuologist. Some research requires knowledge of Onbu. Either way, we had a thing. Don't we already have more people than tents? I think we have enough tents for people now. And we keep getting more people. Your villagers' needs have increased from 0 to 1. We still have a bunch of homeless. We gotta resolve that, too. All the tents. That's probably too many tents. I know too many people want a snack. Let's not feed Onbu our people. Also, we missed the scavenged encampment. Oh no, the villagers searched this camp while Anbu was passing through and brought back some tools. Okay, they did search while we go through it. So it looks like they do it automatically, so I don't have to worry about it. Food, plots, research. Oh yeah, they do the Anbuologist thingy. That'll happen after the kitchen. Where's the Anbuologist? There it is. You can feed it people. What? Well, that's crazy. Maybe we can threaten to feed chat to Anbu if they're churlish and insubordinate. That would never happen, right? Chat is never churlish nor insubordinate, right? Okay, I think housing-wise we're good for now. What are the needs? Housing quality, food variety, food quality. So what you're saying is people can be food. Can they, though? Never, promise. Well, at least people have housing. Anbu evacuated its bowels. I assume we can do something about that in the future. Probably along the lines of, like, save the stuff for fertilizer. Hold the mouse over the research icon. I'll show you what you're missing. I think I was missing some resources. Mushrooms. I need mushrooms. Alright, I need to assign mycologists. There we go. Don't click, just hover. Yeah, I think I saw that, right? Mushroom. Yep, we need mushrooms. We do need more people, which, you know, the other one would have helped. Don't click. Did I not? I didn't click. This is not enough resources. This is me hovering. Am I hovering incorrectly? Hover, click is how you get it. Just hover over the icon instead of going in. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Just to see what mushroom, like what I'm missing, right? Mushrooms. Click is how you get in. Hover over the icon instead of going in. Click over the research icon. Don't go into research. Oh, that's what you mean. What is Anbu doing? Sleeping? Lying down? Anbu is sleeping. I mean, hover over the icon. So waiting for materials, mushrooms 0 of 10. So we're still waiting on mushrooms. I mean, I could just gather mushrooms. Any more mushrooms hiding around anywhere? Lambie found Stormtrooper boots. Wow, good job, Lambie. Alright. We'll have maybe more mushrooms. We're at 8 of 10. So that's our goal right now, is to get the extra mushrooms. Need to move the mining camp, I guess. What's happening? What's happening? T. Hi, T Weasel. How you doing, friendo? How was your stream tonight? Were you were you doing more library game? I feel like you did the last. You should be done that. There's a hello, Wonder Girl. Ma, hello. Welcome on in. T, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. I hope you had a fantastic evening and a fantastic stream. As usual, please do me a favor and pick a raid sheepy. Ooh, emergency cleanup company. That sounds fun. T-Weasel streams a delightful, tasty menu of vintage games, crafting, and musical notes. Their recent emergency cleanup co was a bold new ingredient, while Power Wash Simulator was a comforting classic. True. Flavor profile that dances on the palate, simply exquisite variety stream seasoned with stop motion and cosplay. Bon appetit. Or bon apple tea, depending on who you're talking to. Sushi, quit nuking my stream, damn it. Oh, what was I doing? I was building stuff, wasn't I? Okay. I think we're finally harvesting the stuff for the... it was fun until they told us we could clean a tavern, and it turned out to be a saloon. So they got it wrong? They got it wrong? Oh yeah, we were finally researching the Onbuologist. Sorry you couldn't type. No worries. Take your time. Do whatever you gotta do. Alright, so remove the mining camp over there. Oh, that's Tenji a butt. It was a weird little cleaning sim. Things to look forward to, all Dino kind. Well, Dino is sleeping right now. Onbu is taking a nap. Let's see, there's a bunch of herbs over there. We have a pantry filled with stuff. I don't know if we have enough stuff. We should use more. We should get more stuff. How are we doing for food? Also, where is Onbu? Uh-oh, there's a rain cloud coming. It's going to give us more humidity. He's getting food options, at least. But T, if you let me know which raid sheepy you would like, and I'll grab that and plop it on my model, and then play a raid video for you. Food is scarce since automatic food rationing is enabled. Villagers eat only when starving to conserve supplies. We need more farmers. A black sheepy? Alright, hold on. We are gonna get a black sheepy. And this one will sit over here on my shoulder. There we go. Thank you for picking up the little sheepy there, and here is a raid video for you guys. So sit back and enjoy. Here's a song to get to know about me. I'll start with my name, my age, my height, my gender identity, and my favorite game. This is where I live now, and this is where I'm from. Here's what I do for work, and what I hope to become. Here's a guilty pleasure and a pet peeve, and something I like, a goal that I hope one day to achieve. And can I ride a bike? My favorite place I've been to, and a place I want to go. My favorite time of year, and my favorite TV show. Here's a random fact you might not guess. Surprise! A thing that brings me joy and brings me stress. I really try to avoid that. I have this many siblings, and that's the size of my shoe. And I hope you like this song, because I would really love to get to know you. Hello, welcome back, Raiders. Hope you guys enjoyed that little raid video there and learned some stuff about me. If you don't know who I am, I'm Lambo. I'm a Sheeptuber. Currently stream 2 times a week, every Monday and Thursday. I used to also stream Saturdays, but we have a slightly reduced stream schedule as, being new parents. We should probably focus on that rather than streaming. Smile. Best model, though. That's the Mochibo model. That happens only whenever someone redeems the Mochibo. That one sticks around as a redeem, whereas some of the other ones I've gotten rid of, or at least have taken them away.
Playful rose to match Lambo's blushing face, wine glass emoji,
What the
rolling
heck?
on the floor laughing emoji.
Could not update channel point reward. Please try this again later. That's weird. Why did it have that error? Error! Why is Lambie complaining about that reward? Oh, I know what the problem is. No, it's not that it's redeemed. There's actually a follow-up command. You don't pay Lambie enough. I know what the problem is now, actually. So it's not that the issue is that the model was redeemed, it's that I have it set up so that it disables access to the other models when this one is like enabled, so that you can't like override and like swap models constantly. But I also had already disabled the ability for people to change that to those models. So Mix It Up Bot's complaining about it. It was my way of trying to like keep everything clean. But now that this has happened, I'm aware that I have to get rid of that function. I have learned something. In the meantime, let's put this ombuologist over here. Anbu's gonna make his way to get some food. Maybe needs a raise. Probably. I need a raise. There's a puddle. We have a puddle. There's multiple puddles. Okay, so we did unlock the ombuologist. What else do we need to unlock? A kitchen? We don't have a stonemason. Herbalist, a hut. We need a stonemason regardless. Dung collector. Collects dung from Onbu, which can be used to produce biogas and fertilizer. We could do that, I guess. Rights for Lambie. Why not rights for Lambo? You can pick direction at every intersection. So right now we're currently heading in the northeast or southeast direction, or northeast direction. I guess we can make a vote if we're going to go southeast or not. Chat can vote yes or no by typing yes or no in chat, and then we will decide if we go. If you say yes, we're going southeast. If you say no, we're going northeast, I guess. Rights for lambs and lamb-like entities. Well, thank you, Alex. We do enjoy rights for lambs and lamb-like entities. I guess we're going southeast. Also, T, if you need to de-stream and you need to take a break or anything, please take care of yourself. Obviously, you're more than welcome to hang out. Yeah, that's my model switching back. And then Mix It Up Bot going, error, we couldn't find your update your channel point rewards because you removed them, you forehead. And I'm like, oh, oops. Anbu walks. Anbu accepts your command. I guess we're allowed to go that way. See, when you changed it back, Lambie got match. Yes, exactly. Also, why can't we plant more of the stuff? Harvest and remove. So about these Berry bushes. Once picked clean, it will regrow after a while, or can be uprooted for berry seeds. I think we want to uproot them. Yeah, I think we want to uproot them. Because we want the berry seeds to plant more. I hear Zam. Hello, Zam. How is it going? Did you do all the Home Depoting? Are you a Home Depoter now? Whatever that means. Error, Lambo Robinson. Error. Smack. There's a burb on my head. The burb is representative of Zam because he's a burb head. Assign at least one worker to the onbuologist. Zam is throwing cheese at me because he has tons and tons of channel points. Burbs are the best. I feel like that might be a little biased, but I will allow it. I think Zam is trying to land the cheese on the burb.
That's like choosing between a potato and a yam. Both are deliciously unique. Thoughtful
My burb is
face
squeaking
emoji,
at you.
smiley face emoji.
I never would have suspected that. I never would have suspected that. Have a berry gatherer in range of 16 or more berry bushes. Very nice, very nice. I mean, I guess we could just harvest all of these. Why can't we... Oh, there it is. I'm like, there should be a way for me to harvest and remove there. Hold on, chat. Need anything? Okay. Even though my burb is squeaking at you, don't trust anything she says. She's remarkably stupid. Oh, I've seen what Zam's burbs can do. I can agree that they are probably very remarkably stupid. No hate against them. They're just not very bright. Onbuologist is still learning stuff. Food rationing. Turn food. Your village is low on food. Food rationing is automatically been enabled. Villagers will only eat when they are close to starvation. You can turn food rationing off in the food management window. Bright of feather, but not of mind. I mean, that could be said of many of us. Resource refinement. Oh yeah, we have to make the stonemason. We did make the stonemason. We need to assign someone to the stonemason. And if you have a hornblower and are approaching a fork in the road, you can give Onbu a command to tell it which path to take. Do this by selecting crossroads on the world map. Give Onbu a command at the upcoming crossroad. Onbu might ignore your commands if he doesn't trust you enough. We already gave him a command. We're not going to bother with that one. Scavenging. Scavenger hunt allows you to send out scavenging missions. Once researched, it can be found in the compass exploration category in the building menu. And stretched along the edge of Onbu's back. Watch for the indicators on the ground while placing it. Fair enough. Ecologist, pantry, farm, dung collector. We built the dung collector. Why? Because we can. Stonemason, mycologist, onbuologist. Bowl icon, top right, bottom bar. Wait, hold on. This one. Food management. Off. Always eat to prevent hunger, regardless of how much food is in stock. Available food, raw food. Do we have more mushrooms going anywhere? Here we go. Harvest and remove. Well, they're just gonna harvest. No, don't remove the water. Menu's a little wonky sometimes. Did we already hit the crossroad? We did. Anbu's gonna want to eat soon. And this woodcutting camp is by nothing. Hi Zam, I missed your coming in. It was pretty loud. We have these herbs. Food rationing has been disabled. Your villagers will eat before they get hungry. This keeps them happy, but increases the risk you run out of food completely, leading to starvation. Set it back to auto for now, which will activate rationing before you are low on food. What were we working on? We built the dung collector. We could build a compost heap, I guess. You were playing Nikkei at the time, chapter 45. Or were you? Back to auto. There you go. Anbu's eating. Good job, Anbu. Num num num. Okay, mycologist is doing stuff. Where's my pantry? Durability indestructible. There's a Tinkaton and Tinkaton? He's looking at the boobs and butts. Of course he missed it. That's fair. That is absolutely fair. Those are clay deposits. Those are refreshed now. Not enough resources available. We need more compost. Research building, research tree. Food management. Rationing is automatically enabled. Daily consumption 33. We're basically just at the bare limit. Probably need more water collectors. What am I? Villager happiness, homeless. Okay, we got a few people that are homeless. Idle workers. We have a whole bunch of idle workers right now. They're just sitting around doing nothing. Stonemasons doing stuff. So we could probably build a couple more tents. But we should probably look at readjusting some of our resourcing. For a bit there, I was showing my nephew animal vid cams. His forehead woken up, so while mom was playing Skippo, I did that. Aw. Alright, we need another air well. Water tank is quite empty. Just like your doggy. He is pretty cute. He is pretty adorable, and he knows it. He absolutely knows it. Let's see. I want to harvest and move, not that tree, all these berry bushes onto the berry farm. Kind of condense everything. Nope, that's not what I wanted. These aren't berries. These are just herbs. So is the giant lizard dinosaur you live on just a pick a path mechanic, or does it impact more stuff that you can decide? I think for like early on, it only impacts which path. But eventually, depending on the path you pick, it'll probably affect things like your resources. Since you are effectively on a moving village, a wandering village. And not to mention, I believe the world is also toxic. There's like poisonous air and dirt and soil and whatever. So he's at the title drop. The paths are more important soon. Yes. Stonemason, clay gathering. That's fine. Carpenter is doing stuff. We were researching something. Oh, compost heap. Full staff required. So right now, villagers need more food. The question is, what is a reliable way to get more food? Do we just give more farms? Would that be enough? Would that work? Also, what are these herbs? Growing herb, harvesting, it doesn't yield anything yet. Like if I build a farm here, wood cutting camp. I always move the camp further in. Why do you guys keep nuking me tonight? What the heck? What the heck? So there's a abandoned encampment that way and hardy mushrooms over that way. If we were to go to the northeast for the next camp, we can wait a little bit longer before we decide. Scavenging. We have to build a scavenger hut soon as well. Where is the scavenger hut? Feeding trebuchet, onboard doctor, carpenter, mycologist, town square, scavenger hut. Oh, there it is. It's way the heck over here. Unless you send out workers to scavenge rare resources and find new villagers. Set this as your next research target. We need more clay for that one. I feel like we need to start prepping more resources. Clay gathering camp. I think a ghost has lowered my blinds all the way down because I tried to leave them an inch open to get some air in here. The ghost is like, no, no air. How dare you? Put more staff in the air well. We need more peoples. Free workers, 10. They're busy doing stuff, though. Anbu evacuated its bowels. Oh, good. I believe we've collected the poops. Izzy is Stimky. No hugs for her. Arnar. Or Izzy. I would hug. No Izzy, no Stimky. Is she or is she not Stimky? Actually, can we see more of the upcoming crossroad now? Okay. Here are our choices for the upcoming crossroad. If we go northeast, there is an abandoned encampment and more food for Anbu. If we go southeast, there's at least more nomads. I'm inclined to say northeast, but chat could also vote southeast. So if I say northeast, yeah, if we go northeast, you can say yes. If you want to go southeast, just say no. Izzy smells her olfactory glands are working. Feed the dino thingy? Yeah, we should feed the dino thingy. Anbu deserves a good meal. I mean, there's possibly food down that way. We just don't know yet. I also want to just have the vote go on it so I don't have to worry about it later. Alright. Scavenging, feeding Anbu. Research and construct a feeding trebuchet. Oh, I should always do that too. Wait, is there like a food gas meter for the dino? Yes. So underneath this menu up top is a little hunger menu. So if he's hungry, we will know. He's only 55% hungry. He's also like 67% sleepy. Haha, 6-7. He also has a poison level too. What happens if he hits 0? We all die. All of us. Every single last one of us die. Forever. Probably. Also, Anbu accepted my command, so sweet. Poof. God damn it. You guys keep nuking me. There's a lady on my team who told me to pick a number for her jersey, so her number is now 67. Of course. $69 was taken. Of course it was taken. It's the most important number. Okay, so we... Oh, wait, hold on. Food management is still crap. We'll just leave it on auto. Farm. Farm everything, dang it. And also staff it. I failed the dicey because I first rolled like 28, then 27. Well, I mean, higher number is always better, but at the same time, for the D100, you just want to roll specific numbers for things to happen. Because, you know, things happening is funny. Most of the time, probably. Maybe? I don't know. We want more berry bushes. There. Harvest everything so we have the food. And also might as well expand our little berry gathering farm. We're currently working on the compost heap, which is probably... You know what? Maybe not. We'll work on the scavenger hut instead. Still not quite. Oh yeah, looks like Anbu would have gotten food either way. So if you guys went towards the southeast, he would have gotten food anyways. He, they, it. The game still wants me to complete that mysterious structure, and I'm just like, nor. I want to do everything but. We do need more farms, though. Food summary. Food is scarce since automatic food rationing is enabled. Then back up to normal. How's our pantry doing? Not amazing. We probably need to unlock more stuff. Speed up the time so that we can get through our research. Ow, what the heck? Researching and start defeating trebuchet. That's one of our next things after the scavenger hut. Check how much water I have. Not much. Also, Anbu is getting sleepy. Water in this economy? You can do that by clicking on the icon to the left of the smiley face. Resources. Essentials. Food. Farming. It's just 5. Use for planting crops. 5 available, 1 reserve. So should we just build like a crap ton more air wells? Is that what we need? Or is there a more efficient way to get more water? Extracts humidity water from the air. Works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in the deserts. 2 to 3 more for now. All right, we need more water. Two more at least. We can build some roads even. What the heck is that? Anbu sleeping spot. We found a comfy spot for Anbu to sleep, free of any poison. Okay, so he's gonna be okay. We're heading northeast. He's got an abandoned encampment that we're gonna check for stuff, eat some food, and then sleep in that sleeping spot. Cool. Assume he doesn't pass out before then. Okay, air well constructed. Another air well constructed. Anbu sleepy. Anbu's eepy. Okay, we researched the scavenger hunt. Now our next goal is to research the feeding trebuchet. We also need to build the scavenger hut. So the scavenger hut can only be built along the sides. Hanbu's like, fuck this, I'm tired, I'm sleeping, dude. Okay, buddy, you do what you gotta do. Okay, food-wise, we're doing better now. We still need more water, but at least the now that we have more air wells. we'll be able to water our plants and stuff. All these mushrooms. Needs. What do we need still? Minimal happiness to attract nomads. 7. Sleeping. Village happiness details. Food quality, food variety, housing quality. So what we needed to do is either do like +2 to something. Anyone else been watching the World Cup? I have not been watching any sports ball. Okay. The feeding trebuchet. Oh, we can sacrifice villagers. Feeds the current employee of the feeding trebuchet to Anbu. Yikes. Sports ball. Ew. Feeding trebuchet. Where does the feeding trebuchet go? Along the front, I guess, because that's where he is. Is there a nice spot for it? You can sacrifice people? Yep. Yes, we can. Are there anything? It's just rocks. Guess we can just plop it over here. Just gonna have to mark all that stuff to be cleared out later. I guess we have 20 water now. Not really, especially with the regular TV. Mostly catch updates on TikTok and whatnot. I had someone ask me about watching the match. Was it yesterday when we went to Costco? They're like, "Are you even watching the game?" I'm like, "No, I don't watch soccer or sports ball." Thankfully, the person that was behind me in line did. So the cashier switched his conversation to that person. I was like, "Yep, I am not a sports ball person." Only they know is that they've been covering up all the logos. Why would they do that? I think Canada lost against our opponent yesterday. I don't know who we were playing. Sweden, probably? I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Canada qualified out of the group stage for the first time ever despite the loss. It's Sweden! Yeah, I think I heard that. Like, we had qualified anyway, so we were fine. You're Swedish, Polish, and Mexican? Nice. Do you speak all 3 languages? You're rooting for your heritage? Because if they don't pay the fees to the sports organization, the logo needs to be covered up. That's hilarious. Looks like we're doing okay on food now, at least. We just want to improve our food situation. Anbu's like, I'ma go sleep. You guys do whatever. Let's just send out workers to scavenge rare resources and find new villagers. Let's see. Since the Poles didn't make it, I'm rooting for Czechia since my best friend is Czech and we Central Europeans need to stick together. Wish I did, but I'm working on Swedish as I have a niece that lives there and a great niece. They also do not mention the ownership of the stadiums they play in for that same reason. You've been to Sweden, nice country. I'm just rooting for Canada because I'm Canadian, but I don't really root for the team so much as like, yay, we're doing stuff. We're just happy to be here. We're winning? Cool. We're not locked out yet. Also cool. Onbu kitchen. Make mushrooms into onbu food. We probably need this. Having the trebuchet is one thing. We also need, I don't know, to make food. We also need more trees to be harvested. Woodcutting camp is doing stuff. Say the woodcutting camp. Your poor niece is an evil mother-in-law. Mother-in-law, though. Oh no. Into a Dome in LA is just called Los Angeles Stadium. It's kind of silly that they care about things like that. It's like, it's not like they can't. Nobody can just go on the internet and Google like where they're playing. No, we can't let them. We can't have their logo on things. They didn't pay for the rights. Okay, I guess. All my workers are over here right now. It's also funny because FIFA is known to be pretty corrupt as an organization. Corruption in this day and age? No comment. Oh, Anbu is really tired. Anbu ought to be moving soon, though. I'm reading for happiness. Not amazing. Let big boy rest. God. Come on, Anbu. We're almost there. There's some like abandoned stuff to look at. Some more food for you. You can take a nap. Anbu's like, no. He sleep. He sleep long time. Their alleged peace prize shows that in 4K. Do you want one? Here's for sale. Anybody can just get a peace prize. If you can afford it. Holy crap, these guys are still working so hard. We're gonna have so much stone. So we have material storage, right?
Angel Shadow Alive. Maui's a fan of the kind of sports ball where snacks are the main event. Dog emoji, American football emoji, popcorn emoji.
Well, now you know. Wherever snacks are the main event. I can also agree. Oh, Anbu's on his way. Like to keep your scruples. Your scruples? Man, that trebuchet's gonna take forever to build. We have a pretty good solid amount of berries to harvest.
As a dodgeball. He's round enough and full of bounce. Smiley face emoji, volleyball emoji.
I like that we even have an inventory of water now, that they're not just constantly running out. I feel like this water tank was unnecessary. Lambo would excel as a dodgeball? What the frick? Rude? I'm cooler than a dodgeball. You search the abandoned camp and find 3 tools. Yay, tools. Onbu kitchen. Still need some wood. Or I guess specifically planks. Oh, big sneeze. I heard Snack on stream and is like, yes? He went to go drink some water. But he's very greedy for snacks though, to be fair. Construct a scavenger hut. We still need wood planks. And the only way that's gonna happen is if we have more carpenters to make planks. Ow. Thank you for the hydrate. This place contains fresh food for Anbu. Anbu would already be pretty hungry. think it's like my dragon fruit mixed with lemonade is my advanced GG for the day. We did get the pineapple tea, the kung fu pineapple tea from advanced. It's pretty good. It does have a little bit of like a artificial pineapple flavor, but it's fine. Fresh air. You can take a nap. Cute. I guess we already ate stuff. Tea is good. You have a Giganto water bottle. Giganto. I mean, hydration is good. On to kitchen. So we have the kitchen form. We also need to finish building the trebuchet, which is just needing that to be cleared out. Holy crap, it finally is cleared. Pineapple is a bit fakey, but not terrible. Is it like regular tea flavor or green tea? I remember seeing that one. It's kind of like a subtle pineapple tea flavor. Like it's very light. But I don't know about green tea. I don't think it's like green tea. Wow, we have a scavenger hut. Mine. Ella flea eggs. Can be cooked or planted by pest control to grow an Ella flea. Biogas. Can be used as fuel as decontaminators. Iron ore. There's a settlement over there. Sure, let's go send the party to it. Why not? The rain is gonna miss us. Unless we get Onbu to take a break, but he's probably getting hungry. There's for sure food that way. There's a forest that way. Let's see if there's any resources to the northeast. The area's pretty green. Kitchen, hauling post. What are we missing? Scavenger hut. Just a regular kitchen, I guess. Oh, we're finally storing water in the water tank. Mining camp is empty, so we shall move the mining camp. Sounds from deep below. Before even taking a step into the mine, splatters on the walls and shouting from within imply that a tragic incident has taken place. Splatters on the wall and shouting from within. There might be people in need. Let's hurry up and check the situation. Let's hide behind a rock and wait. We'll sneak in when it's safer. No way this will end well. Let's return better safe than sorry, as the saying goes. Let's wait. When your scavengers enter the mine, its interior resembles a battlefield. The only thing they can hear is what sounds like snoring from deep within. They grab a few resources and escape before whatever causes this returns. Alright. Scary. Okay. Here are our choices. We can get food in either direction. Do we go northeast or southeast? There's a forest there. Scavenging ration. And the settlement there. Oh, we can set a party regardless. Another forest up there. A ruined settlement down there. Can you trade with settlements? I think it's One of the only a few remaining settlements that has not yet been swallowed by the poisonous plants. Some villagers might want to join us on Anbu, depending on our villagers' happiness. So either we go northeast or southeast. Both are green. I'm inclined to say we go southeast. Let chat decide. Yes to go southeast, no to go northeast. Alright, Anbu is accepting my commands, so that's great. We need our villagers to be happier, though. And the only way that's going to happen is if I get better food. Villagers have more needs. What do they need? Just win? High Firestorm. Just win? Oh, okay. Let me just hit the win button. Are you done the Dawn Forger event? Are you now all Dawn Forgered out? I need to do that. I need to work on that. You played the demo with this, you thought it was difficult. It's... I feel like it's just involved. And I'm sure, like, depending on the difficulty and, like, your choices can be pretty much crazy. I got decent read-in, really fun at the moment. Oh, always smirked while reading. Oh, that's good. I'm looking forward to it then. The last event was pretty fun. I can't wait to play through more of, or, you know, start the Dawn Forger event. I haven't played a proper city builder in a long time. Interestingly, you're the only streamer playing this right now. I know that the Wandering Village had a pretty big following last year. I don't know if many people still play this now. Faster Reader is also really fun. Yeah. All right, let's continue walking. We need to... Wait, did we finish building the trebuchet? We need someone to staff it. And then... Oh, it's under construction. Didn't it recently have an update? I know that they were advertising like a DLC. I don't know if the DLC is out yet, though. Okay, so I just finished building the kitchen. So we're going to basically have the ability to make more food? Make more food, question mark? Give people more options so that they're not unhappy with the amount of food choices we have? DLC coming soon. So I guess once the DLC hits, people will be all over this game again, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Fishery. No, we don't want to work on the fishery yet. I want... Did we build the Anbu kitchen? We have a feeding trebuchet. Where the heck is the Anbu kitchen? Oh, here it is. Making mushrooms into Anbu food. We need more wood planks to make it a thing, though. Should we just build another... We have a lot of wood. We have so much wood. Should we build another carpenter? We don't have the staff. We don't have the people to staff it. That's the problem. Right, they walk on land in the DLC, I think. Or is it in the water? I think it's in the water. It looked like a Leviathan or something, so I think it's in the water instead. That makes more sense. Launch Anbu food with the feeding trebuchet. Do I have food to throw at him? Launch a bundle of mushrooms to feed Anbu. Easy but inefficient. Decreases Anbu's hunger by 15% and slightly increases his trust in you. All right. When does that happen? I want to see it happen. It's preparing. Well, finish preparing. I want to see mushrooms get launched at Onbu. Oh. Hum. Nice. Click on the question mark. Oh. You encountered a group of settlers looking for a new home. Will you let them join your village? Yes. Thank you. Forgot about that. The nomads joined your village. 1 healthy people and 1 hungry people. That's fine. What is this? Scavenging party is ready. We have a quarry up there. We have a shrine up there, but we don't have any scavenging rations. Ruined settlement. We can get more people. Yeah, send more people. So we temporarily abated Onbu's hunger meter. And then we can also have him stop at this next spot to eat. And hopefully he will eat. Kitchen is constructed. Yay, kitchen. Staff it. Berry muesli. Beet soup. I don't know, I guess... Wait, hold on. What do we have? We have a lot of beets. Onbu. Eat. Oh, he already ate everything. Never mind. Woodcutting camp is almost out. We can move it over later. Scavenger camp is doing stuff. What is our next thing that they recommend that we work on? A village doctor. Heals poisoned villagers with herbs. What does he need? Herbs. We need 8 herbs. Just generic herbs. Cool. Okay, I think food-wise we're doing okay for now. Wait, hold on. Onbu has entered a toxic biome that will poison Onbu and your villagers. Toxicity is usually higher near the ground, meaning the poisoning will get worse if Onbu is resting or sleeping. The biome toxicity display in the top bar shows you Onbu's current posture along with the current toxicity level. Hover over it to learn more. Onbu poison level 0%. Oh, is green bad? Green means poison? Boo. Don't miss the question mark. I'll pick them up. Thank you. Green is good? Oh. Then where's the poison coming from? Scavenging party is ready. Time estimate. We get more mushrooms. Iron ore. Iron furnace. Stone. Mushrooms and wood. I feel like the ore might be good. Can't reach any of the other stuff, so let's go for that. Go to the quarry. Okay, what am I missing? Feeding trebuchet, Onbu kitchen. Make mushrooms into Onbu food. Let's do it. In case he gets hungry. He's gonna be sleepy soon. And let's move you down here. Onbu sleepy. Scavenging party is ready. Already? Abandoned encampment. The So we can send the party there to... Something unexpected might occur when scavenging this location. Also, we can decide our next destination soon. We can get more nomads or an abandoned encampment if we go southeast. Kind of want to pick up more nomads right now, so my goal is southeast. Yes, to go southeast. At some point, I should probably start the story too. We've traveled 261 kilometers so far. All right, Anbu is eeping, so we'll let him eep. Currently lying down. Ground toxicity is low. If Anbu is standing, air toxicity would apply. Currently none. Okay, village doctor. Research and build an herbalist. Once research can be found in the poison category in the building menu. Research herbalist, construction herbalist. Did I not finish? Oh, I'm still currently researching the village doctor. We need to research the herbalist next. Or maybe I should get the herbalist first before the village doctor. Yeah, let's do that. Because that way I get herbs, which the village doctor can then utilize. Smile. Something happened to that at that forest. Okay, so you go to this one then. Special herbs that may be smoked. Fancy herbs. Storage full. What do you mean storage full? I guess storage is full. That's fine. Storage can be full. We have a lot of farming and stuff happening. Buildings with red flag. Anbu kitchen. That just makes mushrooms into Anbu food. That's great. Research herbalist. Construct an herbalist. Herbalist. We need... herbs to happen, so they can go here. Sure. Wow, my scavenger party is really efficient. There's nothing else to scavenge here right now. They're like, we're bored. Let us go. Some buildings can be upgraded. Upgrades need to be researched and applied individually to each building. Upgrade one of your air wells with the advanced funnel upgrade. So I have to research the building upgrade first. Building upgrades. Yes. You can have more than one scavenger party. I'm just saying that they're really efficient because we've scavenged everything in range already. Every hut gives another party. Oh. Abandoned encampment. We're already going this way. Can I reach this yet? Send party. All right, you guys scavenge that stuff. I need more people to work on stuff. Okay, let's pause on you two for now. Village have over 15 needs. What are the needs? Homeless, one poisoned. Heck. Don't be poisoned. Scavenging party's back already. And we have water for planting crops, building upgrades. Wait, how do we... Building upgrades. Advanced funnel, specialized membrane. All right. Upgrade one of your air wells with the advanced funnel upgrade, so we'll let that do its thing eventually. We're gonna run into the nomads soon. Looks like we might get some extra water too. But what else do we want to research next? Probably the village doctor. I feel like we need more carpenters. Something unexpected might happen. Corn? Well done. You've learned all the basics, and I'm sure you're ready to lead us now. I will keep an eye on your progress from afar and will chime in whenever I feel like I have something more to contribute. After all, there are many unknown dangers lurking out there. But I have faith that you can overcome them and that I will be able to celebrate your successes in the future. If you have any questions, feel free to consult the Elder's Notebook at any time. Cool. Forest has more wood, that has more mushrooms. We can set a party for the shrine. Ancient notes. Encounter a small group of nomads looking for a new home. Will you let them in your village? Did I not? Oh, there they are. Pick them up. Wait. Building decorations is another way to increase happiness. Research landscaping. Should probably do that. Also, probably at some point should feed Onbu a mushroom ball. Did he already eat it? I guess he did. Beet soup, mushroom stew, berry muesli. It's raining. White rain, scavenging party is ready. Send another party to that shrine, I guess. I guess we can go back and research landscaping. If these nerds need to be happy, they can get. I don't know. Landscaping requires herbs as well. I kind of want the village doctor first. We can enjoy the landscape when you're not dead. If you build more than one kitchen, you can produce different things. Issues, I don't have so much staff. Like so many people to staff all these buildings yet. Especially if I want to build new stuff. Izzy got timed out. I have to give Izzy her mod back again. Good job, Izzy. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Decontamination facility. An abandoned outpost may still contain some salvageable gear, and a small spore cloud, which is just increased toxicity levels that spawn poisonous fungi on Onbu's back. Uh-oh. We don't want to go that way. It's currently traveling in that direction, so we will leave it the hell alone. Lambo, Firestorm, yes. Do I crochet still? I have not crocheted in a while, but why do you ask? I probably have some projects I need to finish, though. Construct a village doctor. Village doctor, clay gathering, kitchen, material storage, village doctor. We have a doctor. We would need to build this doctor somewhere. Why do they take up so much space? I was thinking you could make a gift for Zam. You could make him a pair of nut holders, if you know what I mean. Why do I feel like I saw that in his Discord? I don't know how I feel about the idea of making Zam a pair of nut holders. What's in it for me to make Zam a pair of nut holders? Because his Discord is a cesspool of degens. I mean, we are all members of his Discord. Tasty looking stones? These stones look like Onbu's favorite mushrooms. Eating them might cause constipation. Alright. Salt. Get back at him for putting trash in my trash cans. I don't think he's put trash in my trash cans. So I don't think I need to necessarily get back at him for that. Alright, we have a village doctor now. Why did you turn me into a car? No, the RCMP already took care of it. You can say he did. I guess I could. I suppose I could. We need to build more houses. Closest thing to a clanker, Lambo BQT doll. I would need to pay an artist to turn me into a T-doll. I don't know how that would work. Not to mention that, you know, me being male would probably preclude me from the cute aspect. There are bigger houses you can research? crop? Wait, hold on. What is Onbu do? Oh, he's sleeping. That's fine. Did we pick a spot? Oh, he just went on his own. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to run through that spore cloud. I think I have to wander off to bed. The pillow is calling you. Well, Angel, enjoy your sleeps. Have a good night. Research Cactus. And PNC, there were male characters. Were there? I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. I can send a party there for more mushrooms. Forest. I guess you go there. Now we're being rained on. Pest control. Removes external parasites and their eggs from Onbu. Requires biogas or Onbu bile to remove the parasites. Can also plant the collected eggs. Cactus plantation? Oh. I don't have enough wood for that yet. No. Let's see about making our way there. Mining camp is still good. Where is... Oh, here you are. Woodcutting camp. You could be like Python, definitely not a reference to Solid Snake. Only when you get to Water in the Desert doesn't tell you that. Oh. Or Simo, who carried a cute pet with him. You'd be like Salmon. He was a Giga Chad. Interesting thoughts, I suppose. I should probably feed Onbu. Hornblower, show interactions. He's asleep, though. So I need to wait until he's awake. But there's also a giant spore cloud waiting there, and it's maybe he'll sleep through it. Cactus plantation has been researched. Is that a desert over there? It is a desert over there. Berry gatherer. Onbuologist. How do we... Oh, we changed the plant on the farm. I see. If you do intersect it, you can make Onbu run through it. But Lambie's already as chatty as he needs to be. He is very chatty and chatty.
Firestorm 1113. Imagine Lambie flexing.
So I need another
I am
farm.
power, I am fleece, I am. Giga Chad, flexed biceps emoji, cheap emoji, cool face emoji.
Is he stole your job? Oh no. Uh, run. Feeding trebuchet. Feed a mushroom ball. Oh, thanks, I guess. Is that not what you're supposed to do in a crop top? Why are you making crop circles? Yeah, this is a crop top, right? Poisonous fungi on his back. Did any spawn? What do they look like? Oh, they did. Poisonous sporling slowly expands the surrounding mycelium, can be harvested or incinerated, but doesn't yield any spores yet. Why am I on a pony? Why are you on a pony? We have to prioritize clearing these, I guess. Is that the only place they are? I guess so. Cut all the trees down and burn it down. I kind of want some of these trees to be around, though. I can't burn them all down. So we want this farm to be cacti. Of course, we're almost into the desert, so we're gonna have to deal. Send a party. There's an oasis so we can get some water as well. I guess that's not the only way to get water. We can get water through these oases. Tainted water, but it has to be filtered. Ooh, we need to filter it too? Heck. Evaporator. We have to work at the seawater collector and then the evaporator. Disable the air wells while in the desert. Oh. That'll give me the staff members back, I guess. Disable the lock icon. I feel like... Oh, yeah. I mean, if I don't staff him, isn't that not the same thing? Or effectively the same thing? Okay, no crossroads to worry about for a while. Food variety is better. How do we do for mushrooms? It's gonna be hot. Nice. That's going to take a while to scavenge. Ambus will have a sleeping spot soon. I could deal with his hunger level a smidge. Alright, seaweed seawater. I was like seaweed collector, seawater collector. Next will be the evaporator once I have the clay and stone slabs. That way you can keep the staff on, they just won't work there while disabled. Well, I guess. It's fine. I just have 4 staff that's free now, I guess. They can focus on other things like planting cacti. Plant and harvest. And we get more water. Scavenging party is ready. Ruined settlement can get some corn. There's a dune that can get sand. Oh yeah, we need. Let's just get water. Plant and harvest. Places unaffected by poison. It looks comfortable for Anbu to sleep in. Nice. Okay, at some point we will eventually want to start looking at, well, making more storage for one, but also kicking off this mysterious structure for story stuff. Ambo's gonna sleep. Scavenging is happening. Evaporator just needs resources. I should have a stonemason there waiting to do stuff. I think we should only plant herbs for a while. And then, of course, next time Anbu wakes up, we'll want to feed him. Fresh air, free from any toxins. We have beets. The kitchen is going to make some more beet soup, I guess. Scavenging party is back. Ruined settlement. Sure. Anbu no longer sleeps. Toss him a mushroom ball. Would it basically be like living on a cruise ship with this movement? Okay, how's our water doing? It's doing okay. Not amazing, but okay. We do get some water from the cacti, which is fine. It's kind of a feeding into itself right now to expand so that we have water for later. Ooh, right. We want to increase or do better housing, right? There's a flop house. There's a hut. No. Adequate housing for up to 3 villagers. Offers decent protection from poisonous air. Hauling post. Move resources between buildings and pick things up from the ground. Employees move faster and can carry more. Onbu cash. Stores food and medicine for Onbu. Onbu doctor. Onbu constipator. Onbu laxative. Black pudding. Blood extractor. Automatically extracts blood from Onbu's heart with every heartbeat. Ew. Okay, there is a... There's a crossroads soon. Do we go southeast or northeast? Something tells me I want to go southeast. There's nothing on the pathway, so all we can do is just go and continue to scavenge. We are going to probably call it soon, so I can get ready for bed. We have a couple appointments for Lemire tomorrow. She's got her second set of shots tomorrow. So that'll be a very interesting day. Clay gathering camp. Scavenger hunt. Stonemason. Is that my only clay gathering camp? So young and already drinking shots. Yeah. That farm should probably plant and harvest. Polenta. Compost. Is that all we get from... I guess we just get compost and cacti. Ruined settlement, sure. Research corn plantation. Now that you have secure state supply of water in the desert, you should plant crops that grow in this hot climate. All right, because the other stuff don't grow. But I'm still researching things. We'll research it afterwards. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and save here. We have not saved the outside of the autosave. Okay, we're gonna call it. Overall, this is pretty good. It's been a while since I played a city builder, so I don't know if I'll like fully dedicate a whole bunch of streams to this or what, but we'll see. I will probably keep this going for at least a few more streams to see how I like it and how I enjoy it. Maybe get through the story. That's probably going to be the major issue, is kicking off the story so I can actually enjoy more about the game other than just the city builder aspect. That way I can see more of it. Still not sure what to do about our Monday streams. I have other games to play through, so I might look through the list. Yeah, we'll do that. In the meantime, I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Where can we go? Also, I'm very warm right now. Do 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 do. Oh, did I ever re-mod Izzy? Slash mod. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, Leafy's on. Thank you for the raid out command portal. If you guys are able to join me for the raid, that'd be fantastic. Let me just see where we can go to. Maybe there's someone on the V Canada Twitch team that I can raid over to. Escape from the back rooms. That's me. Minecraft. The Outer Worlds 2. Destiny 2. Warframe. This person's fundraising and playing Minecraft. They're fundraising for Gamers Outrage for, oops, let me load their stream back up. For VTuber SummerSlam. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Copy that, /raid. Hostess Misaki. All right, cool. Let's raid over to Hostess Misaki. Like I said, they are currently, she is currently raising money for Gamers Outreach for the VTuber SummerSlam charity fundraiser. And they're also a fellow V Canada member. We're going to raid over there and hang out. I hope you guys had a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play the Wandering Village. And yeah, Chimera ought to be back tomorrow evening to do more drawing as she practices and gets better for, you know, drawing furries, stuff like that. And then we'll catch you guys on the Discord and see you guys around. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay awesome, and stay fluffy. Bye.